I'm Gus Arrendale with Springer Mountain Farms, and I'm here on my favorite television show, Cooking with Miss O. And my favorite person for the cooking show is Miss Mary Beth Oxendine. Mary Beth with her
good to see you today,
2018 college football playoff national champions.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I said it. All right, now. Let's get
this is
on
our
with the
third
show.
one. We have the third one. How many of y'all got in Georgia?
Well, let's go on. Okay. Let's go on. You sure do have some good-looking chicken here.
Yes, we do. We do.
It
you
really,
Georgia boys can do something, can't you?
Absolutely, we do it. We do it right at Springer Mountain Farms,
Yes.
Mary Beth. And what are we going to do today?
Well, this is at my Ingles, you know.
At your Ingles
yes,
store.
you can get
this
this
is what's
for
available.
Yes. Well, there's one other thing, but they were out of it, and that is this is the ones that are not frozen.
That's correct. This is the fresh. We've got our individual wrap, 6 individually wraps breasts. It's great.
Yeah,
Resealable
right.
packages. Open it up, take it out. I like it. What I do, I take it out and put it in a baggie, and then take a wooden mallet and tenderize it, beat it down
You
to something
do?
like that. Yeah, and then
wow.
fry it up, make a great chicken sandwich. Sure is.
Wow.
And whole bird, that's always great for the grill.
I love that.
I like to take them, split them in half, or have the butcher split it in half, take the 2 halves, and barbecue them. And we're going to do that one day. We're going to have barbecued chicken.
Then these are the frozen
these are frozen,
ones.
individually frozen, and we've got the ready to cook chicken tenders right here, and then our ready to cook chicken fillets. That's in the frozen food section, is it not?
It is, and then we also have the wings, but they sell out with the students back.
Yes.
And so they tried to get me some more, and they couldn't. But they're in that side. They're not frozen, are they? The wings aren't.
No, ma'am. No.
And they're barbecued. Now we want to know what the
that
spice.
Is a good wing too.
Well, what's the spice y'all put on it?
That
Everybody
is,
asked me to ask you.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. Is
it cinnamon?
It's a secret recipe.
Is it really?
It is by Eric Dover, our R&D man down there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it real spicy?
No, not really. It's savory. I'd say more than spicy.
Okay.
It's savory.
Is cinnamon in it?
Could be a possibility.
Everybody asks me if it's cinnamon, and I said I haven't eaten them because I'm scared they're too spicy.
Before I forget it, I would like to say hello to Clyde Williams. You know, Clyde is your biggest fan, and I've never seen anybody so happy. Mary Beth had some publicity shots, and she signed one to Clyde, and he watches all the time, Mary Beth.
Well, I hope I can get down to see him.
I wish you could get down to see
Is he at Toccoa, right?
He's in Toccoa.
Yes.
That is correct.
How old is he now?
I don't know. Clyde, how old is he? Probably 20, 21.
Really?
Probably is. Yeah.
Well, tell him I'd like to come down and see him sometime.
I sure will.
Okay?
He'll like this part of the show. And Mary Beth, I am so excited. I don't know when this show will air, but at Springer Mountain Farms, we've got some new stuff going on that I'm real proud of, and I would like to talk about it if you would allow me to.
This whole show is for you. The next show we do, we're going to cook, but this is for Springer Mountain, all of it. And I'll tell you, but I just want to say one thing before you start so they'll understand. Both of my children were diagnosed with cystic fibrosis at Emory. They gave my daughter 9 days to live, and the 10th day was her 2nd birthday, and they gave my son 2 years to live, and he was 5. And so my children, well, my son wasn't as bad as Marie was, and so they told us that our marriage would break up because you only have a 5% chance of your marriage making it with one child dying, but we were going to have 2 children to die, and we had already lost our first baby. And so my daughter could not eat anything. And so I used to have to go to farms in North Carolina and all, where there were organic farms to get chicken. So I had to, the whole year, if I'm going to do chicken, I had to figure out how much chicken I needed for the whole year because they only slaughter at a certain time and you have to get that. So, and that was that with everything. I had to go to organic places and all for her to even be able to not throw up all night and diarrhea all day and stuff. So, when Springer Mountain came in, first of all, let me back up and tell you that I used to go into my Ingles, and the manager at the Ingles I'd have to have a big bath towel in the cart, and because she would be diarrheaing and throwing up and stuff, and he would push my buggy. That's why Ingalls is one of my sponsors. I love them. All of them watched out for us, and so he would push it so I could, shop. And I would go by the chicken part of the meat department, and I would pray right there every time, please God, send me some chicken that I don't have to go to farms. And I prayed and prayed and prayed, and then somebody told me, there's this new chicken, Mary, I bet Marie can eat it, and it was Springer Mountain. And it was the first time she could have chicken out of the store. So this is why I love this man. I love the people at that place, and I got to go up there not knowing that I was ever going to be involved with y'all at all.
That is correct. Mary Beth
And I
came to
didn't
visit.
know. Yes, I just knew that this was wonderful chicken, and she didn't throw it up. She didn't have diarrhea, and she was so healthy because of it. And I have found out that I always thought that beef was and you correct me if I'm wrong, that beef was the highest protein meat.
No.
It's not. It's chicken.
Chicken is.
Yes, and I've learned that too. Now, he barbecues his, but what I do with mine, I take this and I put it in a crock pot and I make broth from it, and I do the bones. Sometimes I'll do it for Sunday dinner and bake it in the oven, and then I take the bones and then I put it in water and I let it be broth.
What do you do with the giblets?
The giblets, I put that in the broth.
You put that in the broth?
Yes, I do, because
The liver and the gizzard and the neck.
if you have this chicken broth from this chicken, y'all, you will have the best, healthiest broth, and you get well really fast from colds and everything. And if you have kids that are sick, this broth is amazing. I've never seen a broth like it, never had. So if I don't have it, I go to Panera, where they are the chicken for Gus, and so I go there and I get the chicken noodle without the noodles, and I say, I just want my broth, and they all know I want it. So I go there and get my cup of soup, and it's just the broth. So, and it makes you feel wonderful.
It does, and it makes a clear broth.
Right,
Does it not?
it does. It's
not
very
murky.
clear.
It's very
No,
clear.
it's not murky. You're right. I didn't know to say that, but you're right. That's what it is.
It is.
So I thank you.
Thank you, Mary Beth.
I thank your whole family, and your whole family is that whole big place up there.
It is. It's 4,500 of us.
And y'all made my life easier because I could buy chicken in the store, and I thank you for that.
Well, you are so welcome, and I tell you, Mary Beth, I'd like to say, she has been waving the flag for us for at least 10 years, and she came down to see us and addressed our company and spoke for 15 or 20 minutes about Springer Mountain Farms and about the story that you just heard with her children and how that it changed her life. And Mary Beth, we get letters about that. You're not the only one. A lot of people only eat our chicken because they know that we're doing it right, as in no antibiotics, all vegetable diet. All of the ingredients that we feed Springer Mountain Farms chicken, Mary Beth, you would eat yourself. You would. They're all human grade ingredients. And it makes a better tasting chicken, and we give our chickens more room than most people do.
We have a lot of Fieldale farms right around us,
Yes,
and it's always I've gone by farms before and that had chickens, and that's sometimes nasty.
Right.
These are the cleanest,
It
most
is.
wonderful
The
place.
Springer Mountain Farms brand is your
Yeah.
top of the line best product that you can buy at the
is.
supermarket.
It is. I won't eat any other chicken.
Yes, ma'am. You can get it you can get it at Ingalls. You can get it at Bilo. You can get it at Publix.
And please don't buy any of them, please, because just come straight to Ingalls. They're my sponsor.
That's okay.
No,
And
but tell them off. You can tell all of them
many
because they might not have an
too.
Ingalls.
Many restaurants. Go
Waffle
to
House.
any Waffle House you go to in the whole United States, Springer Mountain Farms Chicken, you'll see us on the menu there.
And you're still with Panera.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes.
who else?
Panera, Chipotle is a real big customer. All their chicken, they want the best chicken. And when we come back, we'll talk about how we're changing in our business to make you an even better tasting chicken.
And I don't know how that could happen because they're already the best.
It's going to be
Right.
something.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank y'all.
Sun is slowly rising across the hill.
Hey Hey, I'm Gus Arrendale again with Springer Mountain Farms here on my favorite cooking TV show, Cooking with Miss O. And my favorite cook, Miss Mary Beth Oxidine herself. Mary Beth, welcome back. Thank you for letting me come to the show. And we have been just talking about Springer Mountain Farms chicken. This is a brand new part of the year. This is 2019. 2018 was Springer Mountain Farms' 20th anniversary. And I can't believe that myself. I mean, time just flies. But yeah, it's our 20th anniversary, and we're real happy about that. And we have grown in so many ways at Springer Mountain Farms to get you a better product than there ever has been. And
which I can't understand because you had the best product.
Well, it is, and we just made the best even better.
Okay.
And I'm glad you said that. I'd like to show you what we have done.
All right.
Okay. Well, this is brand new for Springer Mountain Farms here, and Springer Mountain Farms is going to be non-GMO project verified. That's non-GMO project verified. Can you see that pretty good? Yes, you can. Okay, non-GMO project verified. We're still fed with high-quality diet of American-grown, pesticide-free, non-GMO project verified ingredients. And we went out and contracted with farmers, ourselves, Springer Mountain Farms, and contracted with farmers just like you would be one in, I believe it's 5 different states, and they will bring, they're growing non-GMO corn just for us. They're going to bring the
Praise
corn.
God for that.
And they're delivering it, and this is 1st of January 19 is when this is right now in the present. And I just wanted to say it should be, this is the 2nd or 3rd week in January. It should be in the stores this week sometime. And what it's going to be, how you can identify this non-GMO verified right here. We never use any antibiotics and never have, Mary Beth. No hormones ever, no animal byproducts ever, and never have, Mary Beth. And we're certified by the American Humane Association, third-party verification that we're good to our chickens. They send in auditors and everything. And how you identify this non-GMO, besides it being on the package, you'll see right here, it'll have Springer Mountain Farms Plus. We're calling this a plus product, so if you can see the little red plus up here, and that'll be on the label too, that way you'll know that it's non-GMO. I'm very proud of that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes,
So all of these are going to become GMO? What will
Be non-GMO. Be non-GMO
yes.
project verified.
Okay, so
the
would
corn.
this one have that on it and that one
Yes,
have it on
yes,
it?
ma'am, sure will be.
Yes, now-
Yeah, in fact, yes, and it's going to be a new design on the label, so it'll be a new bag bird. But this is what we got now because I didn't have a new one to bring you. I was kind of a surprise because I didn't know we were going to talk about Springer Mountain Farms.
Yeah.
And we may talk about something else, so don't leave if you think we're just going to talk about Springer Mountain Farms.
No, this is wonderful because we need this. And I had been told in the industry that that they couldn't get all of it out and you have to go with this corn and all this kind of stuff.
Well, most of the corn today that people are claiming is non-GMO corn or even organic corn for that matter, stuff like that. It comes from China, Mary Beth, and we're not going to feed our chickens anything that's not coming from the United States. And now, like I said, I was feeding them all American-grown corn anyway, but now I know the farmer at the farm where it came from. I can go all the way back to the farm. Isn't that something? And
That's
I
wonderful.
don't know of anybody that can do
No,
that right now.
I haven't heard that. So some of our corn has been coming from China. I did not know that.
And yes.
The ones like in your canned foods and stuff
Well,
like that?
I'm not sure about that, but I do know that there's corn bought to feed chickens from China.
Whoa.
And sometimes on the boats that are sailing across the ocean, the regular corn can become magically organic corn or some other kind of corn by the flick of a pen on the high seas. But that's actually happened too. They've caught them doing that. So anyway, we know our farmers. We know where our corn's coming from.
Yes, I like that.
Well, it is, and I guarantee you it's going to be the best chicken that you ever had.
Now, where are
in your
some
life.
of your farms at? Would there some of them be
We're,
here?
they're all within about, I'm in Baldwin, Georgia. They're all within about a 65-mile radius of our plants,
Wow.
and which consists from the very, very tip of northeast Georgia, And so we grow chickens in Georgia, we grow chickens in South Carolina, and we grow chickens in North Carolina. And so I'd say just a dot in there. In fact, where I live, and Springer Mountain Farms headquarters, I can drive about 30 minutes, and I'm over in South Carolina. When I come over here to see you, I can drive about an hour, and I'm in North Carolina. And so it's right up there in the corner of
So it's
of
all right
Northeast
around
Georgia.
here.
It is. It's
wonderful.
all right around here.
So you can just go right to that farm if you needed to.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, within
that's
an hour's
wonderful.
drive. Yeah, within an hour's drive.
Yeah,
Sure.
because I always thought that, that they had ruined the corn forever, because they
Yeah,
said.
I don't know. I get one reason I want to listen to our customer. You got to listen to the customer.
Yeah.
And I keep my ears wide open to my customers, and our customers kept asking if our corn was non-GMO, and we tried every possible way that we knew how to try to acquire non-GMO
I knew you were
corn.
doing that,
We were
yes.
trying to do that, but the only way that I can be guaranteed, and the USDA will tell you this, most of the corn grown in the United States is GMO, genetically modified organism, is a GMO corn. There's becoming more GMO-free products all the time, but they've got to be certified by an outside third party. This non-GMO project is the best we have found in the industry as a whole by far. Most honest, down to earth, just like we go with the American Humane Association. We wanted the best people that we thought to telling us how that we needed to look after our chickens. We wanted the best certification for our non-GMO corn and soybean meal. And so yes, and again, how you can tell it will be plus on there. So we're just real excited about that, Mary Beth. And
You should be, because I never thought that would ever happen anywhere, and you've done it.
Well, and I've got a little bit more that I want to talk about too, but we're going to talk about that in a minute, because I don't want you to get too bored with us. I want to tell you this: did you know Mary Beth's going to be a grandmother again?
Yes.
And that's kind of exciting, isn't it? And
Yes.
and this baby will be due when?
August 5th, and my birthday's August 6th.
August 5th, and we know it's going to be here on August 5th because if it's going to be C-section. So if everything goes, but August 5th, and Mary's birthday's on August.
I know. And
August the 6th. So what a great birthday present! The fourth one.
Yes, my fourth one.
The fourth one.
And I want to can I just say a little bit about this? I lost 4 babies, and at the 4th one, I almost died, and my husband said, we're not doing this anymore, and I was devastated. And so, but I honored him, and I knew he was right. But what I want to tell you is, I went back to the book of Job. Somebody told me, read the book of Job, and in the book of Job, I learned a whole lot. But I also learned that when Job lost his children and his land and his animals, God gave him back double the animals, double the land, but he only gave 1 for 1 for the children. So I went to my pastor and I said, how come he only gave 1 for 1 for each child? And he said, because Mary, these kids are in heaven. And I said, oh. So I went home that day and I prayed that God would give me, since I couldn't have any more, he would give me 1 for 1 for grandchildren. And 2 weeks before Christmas, my daughter came up to me and said, Mom, I'm giving you the 4th one. God has answered your prayer. And my son was so excited because
that's great,
they had been
Mary Beth.
telling me they were going to give me 4. And God is good all the time, even in the bad times sometimes.
God is good. And
He is.
every one of us lead a very charmed and precious life. If you can breathe on the earth, then you got a chance to do better on anything that you do.
Exactly. You're right. Because my family was in the Holocaust, and that's why they came to America. And they were Christians, and my great-grandmother was in the Dachau concentration camp with her youngest one, because the 3 my grandmother won was the ones that got there. So I
sure am glad they got here so we could have
I
you.
know. Thank you. So I love America.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
great. All right, let's take a break, Mary Beth. We'll be
Thank
back.
you.
We'll talk some more about Springer Mountain Farms Chicken and some other stuff. So it won't just be Springer Mountain Farms Chicken. Have another surprise. Bye.
Okay.
Celebrate this boundless joy. Is of everlasting love. Oh, it's a new
Hey Hey, it's Gus Arrendale again, Springer Mountain Farms here on my favorite cooking show, the Mary Beth Oxidine Cooking with Miss O show. So, Mary Beth, welcome back. Thank you for letting me be on my show.
This is Gus's show today.
And we've been talking the whole show about Springer Mountain Farms chicken, and Mary Beth going to be a brand new grandmother, and for her fourth grandchild, grandmother to be for the fourth time, and about Springer Mountain Farms chicken, and about Springer Mountain Farms Plus, and I would like to tell you another thing that we're doing, Mary Beth. Okay. Are you ready for another surprise?
Yes.
Okay. Well, this is what we're doing also. Right here, we've got a new package. New.
Oh, wow.
And I wish I had one here to show you. Next time I'll try to bring one.
So it's not in the bag anymore.
It's in a tray. Like I said, we've got the bags that will be in the bag. But on our trade product that you can buy too, we've got we're going to a clear plastic tray. It's 3 times stronger than your foam tray. I don't know if you've ever, the foam tray sometimes a little flimsy. Well, it's 3 times stronger than a foam tray, and it's 100% recyclable. These, what are they? Styrofoam trays that you buy in the supermarket, those are not recyclable.
And they're not good for your food either.
They're not good for your food. They're not recyclable. No. You're going to really like this better.
That's why I do the bag stuff.
It is. It's going to be. It's clear. It's better for you, and it's BPA free.
I saw that. That's great.
This is BPA free, 100% recyclable, and 3 times stronger than ever. This is what our new package is going to look like. Here's Springer Mountain Farms Plus up here, non-GMO verified down here with our other attributes, and that is come after extensive research, asking different towns, different cities, what do the ladies want and all like that. They don't like the foam tray. They want a clear package. Yeah. They want to see the product.
I like
that. So you put all that together with my GMO-free corn certified, GMO-free soybean, and people really been wanting that, and so to you, we've got it, and it's on the shelves. Like I said, this week at the grocery store. Yes. And this again, this don't want to date us or anything like that, but since we were talking about that your grandbaby's coming on August the 5th, this is January of 2019, so I'm sure by the time this airs, it'll be well on its way to the stores.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm real excited about it.
And we're about ready to go here, but I want to say first, thank you, Coach Sweeney and Kathleen. Y'all have been wonderful to my family. My daughter babysat for your kids, and you were wonderful when Tom died. And you are the best. I've been in Clemson a long time, and you really walk the walk, and I really appreciate you very, very much. And I'm glad that God has blessed you so mightily, and I hope it keeps on. And Gus, even though you're from Georgia, you would love the Sweeneys.
That's right. Go Dogs, though. I've got to say that.
You got to say that. That's right.
I'm a Georgia graduate, proud to be.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mary Beth, for letting me be on your show and for talking about the new Springer Mountain Farms. And please get out and try it. And if you want $2 coupons, you got to tell me to send you some Mary Beth $2 off coupons, or I'll send you a Gus off. All the others $1.50. For the $2, you got to write.
And we got to say goodbye. Thank you so much, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The sun is slowly rising across the hills of Caroline. I feel something